Okay guys, so I have a few updates for you. I finished my whole trial of pills and shots, injections, all of that stuff for my IVF. I know it's not a good thing to buy stuff off of people, but Lord, let me tell you, I still have a whole box of Gono F unopened that I have in the refrigerator. So if there is anyone, the Gono F is like one of the most expensive injections. Mine costs about $2,800. So if anyone needs a box of Gono F, I can definitely send you the pictures. Obviously, I would not try to put anyone in harm's way. Of course, we're on this journey together, but I just want to make that disclaimer. It will save you some money depending on your insurance and if your insurance covers it or not. I am selling the injection of the Gono F for $500. Like I said, 3 boxes cost me almost $3,000. So whatever that math is, probably about $800 something, $100, a little more a piece, a pop. So I'm selling it for $500 if anyone wants to buy it. Also, and Gono F is not specific to you because it's just a discharge pin. So literally, like, this is an old one. This is the old one that I have. Everyone gets the same pin, right? So you see it says 200 in there. So your doctor is gonna tell you what you need. Okay, so say like your doctor's like, okay, today you need 200 injection. You'll dial up to 200 and then you inject. You know what I'm saying? Like you inject it. So it comes like all the way up here. So then you'll inject, and then say like the next night he's like, okay, you just need 100. Then you'll inject again and you'll dial it like up to 100. So the pin is universal. Like it doesn't have anything to do with me specific. Your doctor will tell you what to dial the pin up to. So the pin is completely filled. The cartridge, the box is like completely closed, sealed, all of that stuff. So anyway, so scratch that. Next thing. So basically I got 20 eggs. Okay. So I got 20 eggs from the beginning that I produced. And then after the 20 eggs, they fertilized. So they looked at it under the microscope. The embryologist, I think that's their medical term, I don't know. The embryologist looked at it under the microscope, and then out of the 20, I had 15 mature eggs, 15 like good eggs. So then they fertilized all 15, whatever. Then when they fertilized all 15, 11 of them fertilized. So 4 of them like didn't take the sperm or whatever. Even though it was mature, it didn't take the sperm. So I was still good, like on good track. So then after, my dog's being like completely weird right now. After they fertilized it, so then they look at it under the microscope or whatever. So after the 15 fertilized, 11 of them by day, like the next day, day 1 was moving. So like I said, the other 4 like didn't move. So it was fertilized, but it didn't move. Okay. So then the 11 moved or whatever. So then by day 3 so they check on day 1, day 3, day 5. So they don't check on 2 or 4. So then by day 3, out of the 11, I had 6 of them that were growing. So I had, I think it was like 4 of them that was like at the blast. 4 of them that was splitting like 8 times or 10 times. And then I had the other 2 only split like 4 times by then. But they said that it's cool because they, we have time or whatever. And then once day 5 came, they looked again, and I only had 3 that went into the blastocyst phase, and then the other phase, which I forgot the name of it. So basically by day 5, and she said that the other 2 were okay, but they still wouldn't make the cutoff by day 7 or like they can go all the way to day 7, but she said they were still only at 4 and they didn't split again, so they wouldn't keep those. So anyway, I ended up with 3. So then it goes to like, the scale is like A, B, C, and D. So A is like perfect, like, of course, and then D is the worst. So basically I had one egg that was AA, then I had another egg that was AB, and then I had another one that was AB minus. Okay, so basically all of the ones that they froze were perfect. I had one perfect one and then 2 pretty good ones, or whatever. So fast forward. So of course during this time I didn't record because I'm just like doing my woosah or whatever, staying positive and just meditating, stuff like that. And I tell you, I am not a pastor, a minister, or anything, but this journey is so hard, and I don't think I would have been able to get out of and get through it without the power of prayer. And I know for us that go through this fertility journey, it's just so hard to like pray and believe and stuff, because it's like, why is this happening to me? And 1,000 and gazillion million questions that you have and things that you're struggling with. But when I tell you, if you guys ever went into a fertility clinic, it be packed in there, packed. I mean, to capacity sometimes I can't even find a parking space. So it just makes me feel like I'm not alone. Like, this is not just happening to me. It's just something in the freaking water, obviously. So, or the milk that our mamas was giving us back in the day. So I'm content with the fact that I had to go through this journey and this struggle, but that just means that my delivery out of it is just going to be that much more awesome, and I'm here for it. So that's just a little encouragement. If you do not have a relationship with God, this procedure and this process is going to be complicated, because the faith is just like literally faith, just having faith that everything is going to work out. Fast forward to today. So that was Sunday. That was last Sunday. So this is the following Monday, or whatever, the following Monday. So we're talking about 8 days later. So now 8 days later, here I am. I had to go back and get my baseline. So this is the other thing. Stay on top of your doctors, because they got the wrong one when it comes to me, because I'm always going to defend myself and I'm always going to speak up for myself. So basically they was telling me my clinic is transition into another building after December 17th. They can't do nothing else and blah blah blah. It was just a huge thing. So you're gonna have to wait, and if you wait, we can't do it to January, blah. And I'm like, yo, no, what? I'm not waiting for none of that. Like, so then after I had my retrieval, then I had to wait to get my period. Then I got my period. Then they're like, oh, okay, well, during your next period, you can. And I'm like, whoa, you said when I got my period, and then they're like, yeah, da-da-da. I said, no, you don't know if I'm okay or not. So check me, take my blood, check my uterus, check my uterine lining. Like, don't count me out because my numbers were elevated while I was doing this. My estrogen level was almost 6,500 or whatever. So they just counted me out. And then I went today and got my uterine lining checked, and it was 60 centimeters, which is supposed to be. And then my progesterone level was under the 1.5, which it was supposed to be. So you counted me out and didn't even know that my body was like, no, I'm ready. We ready. So everything was fine. So they called me and it was like, we're good. We can do it this cycle. Like, I'm taking my patches. I start my patches today. And when I tell you, like, everyone there, and again, it's just prayer. It's faith. I have no guarantee that this is going to work. There's no guarantee. I just have that much faith that God allowed me to get to this place, and he knows that how hard and how much it took for me to get here. And I'm here, and I'm just faithful that everything is going to work out. Fast forward, they said that I can do it, and I'm ready. I'm ready, and I will update you. Bye, loves.